Welcome back. Nice to see you. All the kids gone. You're free for the semester. Graduations happened, and did you wear the gown?
Sure did every time.
Nice.
Yeah, you got the gown and the hat, and then the stole and the whole shebang. Yep.
Great. So hopefully you've been able to now catch up on your entertainment watching.
Yeah, a little bit. Still not enough television, Bart. I don't know, for whatever reason. It just it just doesn't happen. But yeah, I've been to the movies a few times, watched some movies at home, having a good time.
It's interesting. some movies were planned for TV release, streaming release. Mm-hmm. And suddenly the movie studios are saying, you know what? Well, the movies are back. They're back in the theater.
Yeah. It's well, obviously, post lockdown, right? A lot of people said, hey, should we even be going back to the movies, right? Because during lockdown, there were a lot of movies that were planned for theatrical release that just ended up at home. And they said, well, if it's this easy to put movies on at home, why don't we just do that, right? But obviously, going to the movies is something we've been doing as a society for over 100 years. It's a tradition, right? It's something that I genuinely look forward to. And, if you've got a good screen and you've got a good seat, there's nothing better than watching a movie at the theater.
Well, today we're going to talk about the movies with buzz, and those are movies that are out and also ones that are expected to be this summer big movies. The summer blockbuster that a lot of people are talking about right now, perhaps the summer blockbuster to be, is Mission Impossible, the latest Tom Cruise movie.
Yep.
And he's out all this week. I mean, he's on all the morning shows. It's all over. They're pushing it heavy.
Yep.
What do you know about it?
I know that it's a Mission Impossible movie, right? I purposefully didn't watch a lot of the trailers, a lot of the teasers, because in the last one that just came out, the coolest stunt that he did with the motorcycle and the train or whatever, that was right in the trailer. And
they gave it away.
We go to these movies to go see Tom Cruise go jump off things and hurt himself, right? And if you see him jump off things and hurt himself in the trailer, why'd you even bother going to the movies? But I know that this one is big. I know that it's huge. I know that it's nearly 3 hours long. And early reviews say that the back hour and a half is some of the best action ever committed to film.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. So that's yet to come. I think it opens Friday, actually.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
In time for the Memorial Weekend.
There you go.
Well, let's talk about what's out there that you've seen. You mentioned last time you saw Sinners. Did you see it again?
I saw it twice.
Really?
I've seen it twice now.
It's that good.
I love this thing. I saw it once on my favorite screen at the movie theater I go to, and then I saw it a second time at the IMAX screen because Ryan Coogler shot a lot of the shots, some of the more important sequences in the larger IMAX format, and so I wanted to see what I was missing in the other theater. Not a lot, but obviously it was a lot bigger and it was more exciting, and I love everything about this picture.
How about the music in an IMAX setting? Is it much better sound?
So in a perfect world, if you go to a good theater with a good IMAX screen, then yes, the sound would be much better, which is very important for this movie. The music written and some of it performed by Ludwig Göransson is it just really propels the entire film. Music is basically half of what makes this film so special. So definitely see it. Biggest screen, best sound system possible.
Another movie that you've seen that is out is a simple one-word title, Drop.
Drop. Yeah.
I read about it. It sounds really fascinating.
Sure. So I am a sucker for a few things. One, low-budget horror pictures, right? And two, interesting ideas, all right? When you go to the movies, so often you're sitting there and you're like, well, that's going to happen, that's going to happen, that's going to happen, because we've seen everything before. And if you can come at me with an interesting premise, something different, I don't even care if it's good. The fact that it was different and interesting, that moves me, right? And this picture that you're talking about, Drop, is about this woman who she's been out of the dating scene for a long time, and she's got a kid at home, and she finally goes out on a date. So she goes out on her date, and then she gets an airdrop on her phone, right? Mm-hmm. And it says, "Poison your date," or I'll, kill your kid at home.
Oh, nice.
And she's like, oh no. And of course, it's an airdrop. It means that it's someone in the restaurant,
Yeah.
right? And so it's this, weird thriller thing. And she has to figure out who it is. And it's all very twisty. And it's not great, but it was super fun, right? And that's what I'm here for. I'm here for a fun time.
Yeah, it's a story that, no one's done before until
Bingo.
now. A couple of, because you're a fanatic of genres and of, I think, franchises. Star Wars is one of them, and there's a remastered version out now.
Yeah, it was just the 20th anniversary of Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith. Right, came out in '05, so it's been 20 years, and I went to go see it at my movie theater in Lansing, and it was packed.
Really?
Sold out for a movie that came out 20 years ago.
People wear the
and there were people dressed up. There were
Yeah.
people saying the lines. It was like we were at Rocky Horror. It was incredible. It was a great time. And the prequels aren't the best Star Wars ever made, but it's some really fun Star Wars, and it has some some high, some low lows, but some really high highs, and had a great time.
There's a bunch of movies that I think are going to make people feel like they are in a time machine or it's deja vu, and that's because we have this summer another Jurassic movie, I Know What You Did Last Summer, a Final Destination, and The Naked Gun.
There you go.
Now, are these prequels, requels, reboots, remixes? What are they?
So, there's a lot of different rules now, right, when it comes to franchise pictures, all right? But what's been happening recently is there's been a big push for nostalgia, right? If you're going to spend, $100 million on a movie, you have to make sure that you're going to get butts in seats. And if you have a brand new weird idea like Drop, right, that's not going to get random folks off the street to go see your movie, right? But if you say Jurassic Park on the side of it, they say, oh, I remember that from 30 years ago. Why not, right? And a lot of these that are coming out, and I think all of them that you mentioned, Jurassic World Rebirth, the new Final Destination picture, and The Naked Gun, these are all, and I'm cheating a little bit because I'm getting this term from a movie like this. Scream 5 came up with this term, all right? And it's a requel.
Requel.
All right? So it's not a reboot. All right, so it's not like we're starting the franchise off from scratch, right? But it's not quite a sequel either because it's been so long since we made the last one. All right, so it's a requel, it's a reboot and a sequel combined. And what's happening in all of these movies here is that it's been a long time since the last installment, and it is technically a sequel. It is technically happening in the world that the original films took place in, but it is also a new, fresh start with a new storyline. Like for example, in The Naked Gun, the main character is played by Liam Neeson, and he's Leslie Nielsen's son.
Well, I mean, Leslie Nielsen, Liam Neeson. I mean,
There
the
you
name.
go. You can't make this up,
No,
right?
it's
But yeah,
perfect.
and it's the same thing with Final Destination and with Jurassic World. So.
All right, one thing on TV is a Netflix movie called Fear Street Prom Queen. It's got to be a horror movie, right?
Sure is. So there were these goofy horror books made for teenagers called Fear Street. They were written by R.L. Stine back in the day, of Goosebumps fame, right? And they adapted one of them a couple years ago, and they made 3 of these movies, and it was a trilogy, and it seemed like they were really disparate, and spoiler alert, it turned out that at the end of the 3rd film, they were all actually tied together. And it was really exciting. And they were low budget, crappy slasher horror pictures, but again, very fun. And I'm really looking forward to this new one because again, I can't say no.
All right, sounds like the movies, they're back.
They sure are.
All right, should be a interesting summer. I think there's something on the list of premieres all summer long that someone will like. Well, we'll check back again. I'll try to take in a couple. You
There you go.
do as well.
Perfect.
And we'll compare notes.
All right.
All right, thanks,
Very
Mike.
good. Till next time.
Mike Marra, entertainment correspondent from Jackson College.